Alright, here's an example of completing the square. The question is put y equals 2x squared plus 4x plus 7 into vertex form. Now the first step is to create our prison. Now what that actually means is put brackets around the x squared and the x term, because this is what we're going to work with. Ideally we'd like to have a coefficient of 1 in front of the x squared, and in this case it's a 2. So we're going to factor that 2 out, to be left with 2 times x squared plus 2x with the plus 7 on the outside. Now the tricky part is actually completing the square. We want to take what's inside these brackets and add and subtract a term to make this a perfect square. So what we do is we take this 2, we divide it by 2 and square it, as it says there in red. So what we get is y equals 2 times x squared plus 2x. Now when you take this 2, divide it by 2, and square it, you get 1, but you can't just add 1, so you have to subtract 1 as well, and you keep that plus 7 on the outside. Now ideally what we want is a perfect square inside this brackets. What's holding us back is this minus 1. So to get rid of that minus 1, it needs to break out of our prison, and to do so, to bring it out of the brackets, you have to multiply by the 2 in front and bring it to the outside. So negative 1 times 2 gives you negative 2. And now you gotta simplify the outside. You have 7 minus 2, which gives us 5. And now we have our nice little perfect square inside the brackets. X squared plus 2x plus 5. Sorry, plus 1. Now, it's a perfect square, so you can just factor it because it's a perfect square, or find two numbers that multiply to 1 and add to 2. Well, it's the same number, it's 1. So x squared plus 2x plus 1 factors down to x plus 1 squared. Keep the 2 in front, keep the 5 outside. It's now in vertex form. Now you can always go back and check. Well, x plus 1 squared is x plus 1 times x plus 1. And if you want to FOIL that out, you get x squared plus x plus 1. Keep the 2 in front, the 5 on the end. Now we're going to distribute this 2 into everything inside the brackets. And we're left with 2x squared plus 4x plus 2 plus 5. And that simplifies to what we started off with, 2x squared plus 4x plus 7. Hope this helped. See you all on Monday.